Morning, guys. Once again, I'm back. And before we continue, I would like to thank you and say continue subscribing so that when I produce another video, you'll be the first one to be notified. I want you to take 1 or 2, 3 seconds, and then you click that button, and then everything will be okay. And today, I would like us to see why so many people are against the decision of Mudavadi working with His Excellency the Deputy President William Ruto. Why? Every leader from the section of either Central, Mount Kenya region, Western, Rift Valley, even though we didn't get any reaction from the Rift Valley region saying that Deputy President has failed. Why other leaders are against that, especially from the Mount Kenya region and Western? How have they taken it? Did they consider William Ruto as someone who is not trustworthy? If you can see in my observation, many people were expecting Mudavadi to decide and go back and work with former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, and that didn't come through. It go against the expectation of very many people. And why so? If I can ask you this question today, in 2013, when Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto come together and work as a coalition, Jubilee coalition, to form the government, how many people were against that? Was there any reaction saying that we don't like Uhuru Kenyatta working with Ruto? Even very many people thanked them and they joined the team. They never say we don't like William Ruto. They never quit their meeting. Even though, despite, they congratulate them. What about the decision of Mudavadi? In my observation, I realized that, and even you can see and you can see, most leaders who were associated with the Deputy President William Ruto, especially from the Central region, were expecting an endorsement from William Ruto. They were also expecting a running mate from the mountain region. So, when the Deputy President decided to attend the Amani National Congress delegate meeting at Bomas of Kenya, brought some suspicious. Even though it is not as suspicious, but it is now a reality that William Ruto is going to work with Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula. What about now this reaction that other leaders are giving? MPs associated with Mudavadi are saying that we were not expecting Mudavadi to work with His Excellency the Deputy President. How are they taking the Deputy President? Is Deputy President not trusted by anybody? Because if you can see what happened, Gideon Moi and Kalonzo Musyoka, when they heard that William Ruto was coming to Bomas of Kenya, they decided to leave. What shows us is that these people were not ready to work with the Deputy President, even though Mudavadi has decided and has given out his stance that I cannot work with Raila Amolo Odinga. And this also has shown us that even though he had been attending a meeting at State House with His Excellency the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, trying to be coerced to accept and join in hand with Raila Amolo Odinga so that he can win easily. It has now come out clearly that Musalia Mudavadi did not accept anything from Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga to work with them. People now, we have now these two guys, Gideon Moore and Kalonzo Musyoka and Jimmy Wanjigi. Gideon Moore has been showing some signs of working with Raila Amolo Odinga. And in fact, one time, he said he's ready to work with the former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga. What about Kalonzo Musyoka? Kalonzo Musyoka will not make a mistake of working again with Raila Amolo Odinga. In fact, he has said that if he can work with Raila Amolo Odinga, he will consider himself the most foolish person in this world. He said that I cannot support Raila Amolo Odinga for the third time. He has to return and support him for the same. What happened yesterday? And what are you expecting? Are you expecting Kalonzo Musyoka to work with Raila Amolo Odinga? What about his sentiment that he had made earlier on that I cannot support Raila Amolo Odinga for the third time? Where are they heading? To me, I have considered that if Kalonzo Musyoka, Gideon Moore, Jimmy Wanjigi could work together and form an utter coalition and leave Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto to form their coalition and leave Raila Amolo Odinga and Jubilee Party to form an utter coalition, that would be the right. Because if Gideon Moore decide today to go and support Raila Amolo Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka will also do the way he does yesterday at Bomas of Kenya. He can leave also the meeting. And let us check this again. These leaders from Western Kenya, who is behind them? Why are they against the Deputy President William Ruto? And yet they support Raila Amolo Odinga. Why? Or William Ruto has done a mistake to them in the past. Even though I have realized that politics is a dirty game. Everything can change anytime. And also, I second Mandako, who says that don't put politics in the heart, put them in the lungs, so that anytime you can take them out. You see yesterday, people who has put politics in their heart, what they do. And that is a very big shock. And that is one of the earthquakes that we were expecting. That is an earthquake. Things happen that we were not expecting to happen. And things that we were not expecting to happen, happens. Do you see? So, to means that anything, any day, anything can happen and changes. And from yesterday, changes has started now to come. We are almost heading to the truth. We are heading to the truth. And if you can see the earthquake itself that we were expecting happen. If you can hear how Junet Mohammed addresses a rally at Nakuru. Actually, there was an earthquake. They were not expecting what they see at Bomas of Kenya. They were not expecting William Ruto, and they were not expecting Gideon Moi, Jimmy Wanjigi, and Kalonzo Musyoka to leave the meet. Why these leaders now are against these two people? One is that Mount Kenya were expecting and they were waiting a running mate from their region. They were expecting that, and that did not happen, because when now Deputy President is working with Musalia Mudavadi, then we are expecting Musalia Mudavadi to be the Deputy President in the coalition that they are now going to form. Two is that MPs from Western region are saying that we are being betrayed by Musalia Mudavadi. How does that happen? Betrayal is that they were expecting Musalia Mudavadi to go and work again with Raila Amolo Odinga. That is one of the betrayal. Even if you can hear how Atwali is talking, he's saying that Musalia Mudavadi made a wrong decision. And that is one of the key things that most of the leaders from Western region are saying. They are saying that Musalia Mudavadi made a wrong decision by joining in hands with the Deputy President William Ruto. Is William Ruto going to be a lone ranger in these days? But now he is no longer a lone ranger, because he has now found another partner, Musalia Mudavadi. 10. We are now waiting for the reaction. Are people leaving ANC for Azimio la Umoja? Are leaders who are in support of William Ruto leaving for Azimio la Umoja, especially from Mount Kenya region? We are now waiting for a wave politics, wave, earthquake, tsunami that we have been adding. This is now coming to pass. Tsunami is coming, and tsunami has come to pass. Obvious. We are seeing that tsunami. Number 3 is that Western region were expecting Musalia Mudavadi to be a flag bearer of Oka and fight as president. Musalia Mudavadi had been looking at for a long time, saying that he deserves and is the best fit candidate for presidency of 2022 general election through Oka. And that has failed again since he has joined in hand with UDA party led by William Ruto. Number 5 is that Musalia Mudavadi could have gone alone using ANC party to the ballot box in 2022. That was the expectation of many people and leaders of ANC. They were expecting that Musalia Mudavadi could go alone using ANC party. But that is not the reality. If you decide to go alone, you will fail terribly. That is why the decision of Musalia Mudavadi to work with the Deputy President has been reached, is because if he can walk alone in this journey, then he could not reach anywhere. And that is why he decided to work with the Deputy President. And I doubt whether he had informed his party members about the decision that he made yesterday to work with the Deputy President William Ruto. I doubt, because if he had informed, there could be no reaction. They could have congratulated, but instead they are saying you make the wrong decision. Few people were aware, because if you can see, Didmus Baraza and Cleophas Malala were the happiest people. Johnson Sakaja again was happy because of that decision of Musalia Mudavadi to work with the Deputy President William Ruto. What about the others? To me, the others are just there as members. They are just there as members, but they are not aware of most of the thing that was happening. I can see Cleophas Malala was a bridge between the Deputy President William Ruto and Musalia Mudavadi. And that is why many leaders from Western region are against the decision of Musalia Mudavadi to join in hand with His Excellency the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. Thank you very much. Continue subscribing and liking, commenting. Have a nice day. Thank you.